Motoring's been on the air for 28 years, and that's a very long time. But had we been on the air way back in 1957, chances are we'd have done a car like this. That's a 1957 Chevy, which ironically now is 57 years old, and this is the 2-minute test drive. Tell me how old-fashioned this sounds by today's standards. This 1957 Chevy came with a straight 6, 3 on the tree, and drum brakes all the way around that the owner calls very scary. Thankfully, a couple of years ago, this one was upgraded to a small block 350 to make it go, and disc brakes that sort of make it stop. This 57 weighs in at 3,100 pounds. Now I know that sounds like a lot, but it's really not when you consider a new Mini Cooper weighs in at 2,600 pounds. Anything but mini. Inside it has, well, it has a radio, it has some gauges, and this huge steering wheel, and it's not exactly tight and precise. The cool thing about driving one of these old cars is how simple they are inside. Just look at the dash. There's not all the computer gadgets you see on today's cars. When you talk about safety, this has no power brakes, no power steering. It has no flashers. It has no backup light. It doesn't even have windshield wiper squirters. And even these seat belts, they were added on afterwards by the owner. The way you kept safe in one of these cars was paying attention to what's going on around you. And that's advice you can still use in today's cars. Keep in mind, I was -3 when this car came out, but we know it really has stood the test of time, similar to some of our motoring TV hosts. We also know that cars have come a long way in the last 57 years, but there's still room for a decent set of fins, a little bit of chrome, and yes, a lot of horsepower. I'm Russ Bond, and this has been the 2-Minute Test Drive.